Oh no. What's going on, people? Guns blazing back at it again, and we got another wild one for you today. I'm using this weird water combo deck that I yoinked off of someone in ranked, which just leaves the opponent's hand completely devastated by the time you're done. Now this deck doesn't necessarily counter Eldlich, but boy did the stars align for this one. So the first discard is actually returned to them later in the turn, so you don't necessarily want to pick something important here, but I chose Eldlich because I don't want it just discarded, I want it banished. So here's the next card coming up to discard more cards, and this one is going to discard 2. And we got some nice hits on the 2 spells instead of the 2 traps because those 2 traps can actually pull more stuff from the deck, so we would rather banish them. And if you want an explanation on this full combo, I will do it later in the video. It's just I'm giving you the gist of it right now. And it's also that I just jizzed on him right now. And right about now, I'm going to give that golden boy back. And why do I give that golden boy back? Because I'm going to take it right back away from him. But not yet. But not yet. So let's give him a little hope. Have him hold on to his golden boy for a little while longer. Combo a little further. Get my boy Arclight out here. Get ourselves a little negate and free up some space for more Lekunga tokens. Get Marshall Mathers out here. Even gonna get Shen Shen out here. And gonna make another Lekunga token so I can make Trishula too. Big Trish in the building. Now put that golden boy back to the banished pile. Gonna finish off with the Enterblad there and discard one more card from his hand, leaving him only 1 card to work with on his turn plus his draw. If you're wondering, yes, you can make VFD with this too. Dude manages to top a skill drain off his draw, but I got the tools to deal with this. He also tries to pop his Eldlich, but I'm like, no. Although this isn't the right play. Obviously I can just beat over the golden boy, but you know, I just wanted to give this guy the full denial. Just for one duel, man. Also take note that this combo does have its drawbacks. Even though I get a VFD out here, my battle phase is skipped because of the effect of the monster that discarded 2 cards from him. Anyways, I pre-fire the VFD just in case anything were to happen here. Turns out all he has is a mystical space typhoon, and I'm okay with that. Sets a Huakaro from his deck. That's not gonna matter because without the Golden Lord, this card does pretty much nothing. And I can't lethal just by 100 life points here. If this monster had any attack points whatsoever, this is game, but it's okay. We'll just get him the next turn. So swing, swing, swing. He draws his last card. He's in a top deck situation. No one card can really save him. Not even that Lightning Storm he has chilling in his deck because we just get Shen Shen again. Dude was also running a little bit of Invoked in there. And you might be wondering, how is this deck not busted if it can make the opponent's hand like 1 or 2 cards by their turn? And the answer is because it's just not that consistent. So to pull this combo off, you need to be going turn 1 and you need to have Deep Sea Diva. Of course, you can do other combos, but that full combo is only accessible under those conditions. Like in this duel, I'm going second, so I don't even have cards to discard with effective Elemental Lord, but I'm just gonna try to figure things out from here. The extra deck also does have other options to deal with whatever you're facing. And as long as you get the main engine out, which is the Halqifibrax into the Auroradon, you could freestyle a lot of combos this way, although the end board I could have made with this one is probably a lot more than what I ended with here. Anyways, as you can probably see, we're facing Toons, and these are all gonna attack directly. Unless we find a way to get rid of these things on board. We got the Toon Kingdom offering some protection. I'm just gonna find a way to bumble some cards onto the board to deal with that. Here's another key part of the combo, which is a Prima Donna into the Lekunga, which will give you as many tokens as you need, provided you have water monsters to banish from the grave. Anyways, here's me hitting him with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Player special. I'm gonna try to pop the Toon Kingdom. Had I read his cards, I would have known that I can't do that. But I go Trishul instead to banish it and the card from his hand. Go ahead, battle phase, swing over the 2 monsters I can swing over, and for the last one I can't swing over, I'm gonna have to use my Enterblad near. Good thing about this card, if they don't have it in hand, you just pop the one on the field and Lightforce Sword will take care of the last card that he draws. Which, by the way, Lightforce Sword is just a meme option I added for this deck. The original yoinked list didn't have this, but I just decided to go all in on like discarding their entire hand after I devastated turn 1. And if you wanted to run this deck more consistently or competitively, you just replace these with hand traps or more ways to start. Although I don't exactly know what other starters you could use for this deck. This is your bread and butter. It's the Diva summon into the Neptabyss. And I'll tell you more about that main combo later. It includes Minstrel and Atlantean Dragoons. And these are extenders, the Lappis Dragon, Abyssteus, Destrudo. And then you got Deep Sea Aria, which is also another way to search Diva, but you need to have a water monster in the grave. And this combo, the Dragoons Minstrel, can also pick up the Diva. Then you got the Gamma driver package, lets you summon Omega. There's also other ways to summon Omega without having to use these two. This guy's another hand destroyer. You got Borreload Sauvage available. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Everything else in the extra deck is a combo piece or one of your boss monsters that you end on, except for this guy. He's just in here because he's fabulous as Fook. And another reason this deck can be inconsistent is because if you open with Jet Synchron, your whole combo is kind of shafted. There's, I think, a couple of other cards that if you open with, you're boned. Which is why I won't be picking up this deck on my main. I'm just going to play it on an alt for fun, and that's what I also recommend too. Anyways, the combo is just you summon Diva, search and summon Neptabyss from the deck, which drops the Dragoons from the deck to pick up a Dragoons and a Minstrel from the deck. Use Minstrel to discard the Dragoons, that's your first discard of their hand, and you search Moulinglacia. Turn those two into Brax, which pulls Deskbot from the deck, and here you can also go into your Moulinglacia now because you have 5 water monsters, discard 2 more cards from their hand. Brax and Deskbot link off into Auroradon, which summons 3 tokens and the Deskbot back from the grave. Auroradon second effect activate, sacrifice himself and a token to summon O-Lion from the deck and use O-Lion and 1 token to make Accel Synchron. Accel's gonna send Jet Synchron to the grave and choose the option to reduce level by 1, summon the Jet Synchron from the grave using its effect, turn Accel and 1 token into Deep Sea, which returns their banished card and summons Lekunga from the deck. Deskbot and the last token will synchro off into Arclight to make you some space to make Lekunga token. So go ahead, make a Lekunga token, banish any 2 water monsters, use these 2 to make Ravenous Croco. Pop his summon effect, you can pop the Prima Donna from the grave too if you want. But all this is really doing is sending a banished monster back to your deck and Croconaut will draw. Go ahead and make another token and turn those 2 into M&M. And he'll bring back Deskbot from the grave, which you can use to make Shen with the Moulinglacia. Then go ahead and make 1 last token with Lekunga and turn those 3 into Trishula, since Trishula needs at least 3 mats. Trishula discards 1, and here you can choose whatever level 9s you want to make the Enter Bladnir to discard the last card, or you can even go VFD here, which is probably the better play, but of course I go Enter for the memes. And of course their turn comes around, and if you have any drop-offs or Lightforce Swords, this is where you totally bone them. Then take note, your next turn doesn't have a battle phase, which is why I prefer using the Shen as a mat and leaving Croconaut on the field so you can have something to do. And as you saw earlier, that also gives you the option to make VFD on this waiting turn. And to finish this off, I got one more duel from the stream. Old Bajos, you probably want to see this one. It was a bit scuffed, the combos were a bit scuffed, but the ending was exciting, so. Oh, Keki. Alright, Moulinglacia. Get rid of his hand, please. Get rid of his hand. Nice, we got the Compulse Evac and the Lilla. No, we don't go Trishula yet. We go this first. Oui. Another one. Fook it. Going Trishula now. Yes. Got the PSY-Frame. Big Trishula. Damn. Okay. Get another one out of there. Damn. And another one. Frick, man. Of course, Pot of Desires. Of course. Watch him have the pink twin too. Oh my gosh, the Reborn. But sure, I guess. Attack the token. Okay. I can't even activate Minstrel anymore. I'm just gonna attack this. The crazy thing about this deck, if he gets one Lila or whatever, he can come back with just that one card. I think they let you finish your duel. Of course, the Lightning Storm Topper. Oh my gosh, bro. No shot, the Lightning Storm Topper. It's okay, we have Yacht to lock, bro. These Lightforce Swords. Nope, no draw. No draw. Okay, please, 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 please. Something good. Fook? Fook? That might be it. Oh, that's it. That's it.
Sonic boom!